Welcome to BhaaviTaram video channel, Legacy for the Future. Now, frequently I meet my clients or potential clients or general acquaintances when we talk about the healthy weight or alternative practices for keeping yourself healthy, live longer and happier. Most people says, hey, the ideas are fantastic, but it's difficult to practice. We are busy, we have this and that. So many people come with their own version of justification why they are not following the healthy plan or weight plans and all that, right? So for people like you who are busy or you cannot follow the different things, diets and all that, I have an idea for you. Very simple and effective idea. So I am calling it as no diet, lose weight. A super idea. This is a first of such idea. So no diet, lose weight. A super idea. Let's get into it. Before we get into that, talk about disclaimer. Views or suggestions presented in this video is not a professional advice. Use it on your discretion. Choosing to adapt, talk to these tips and expert advice. Okay. What is this no diet plan? Eat 2 times a day. Every day, eat 2 times a day. Just do not get to 2 times a day. Probably you're eating now 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a day, probably snacking between doing different things, right? So, but what I'm suggesting is, hey, slowly you work out. Let's say you're eating 5 times a day now, make it 4 times a day, make it 3 times a day, then work it out to 2 times a day. End of the day, you are eating only 2 times, preferably something like around 8 o'clock morning, if you can, breakfast, and maybe 2 3 p.m. lunch, or around 10 11 o'clock have a breakfast or some food, then again 4 or 5 your lunch or dinner, whatever you call, but you're eating 2 times a day, right? Along the way, throughout the day, drink enough water, 8 cups a day. That's very important. Okay. And you might say, man, how can I stay 24 hours without eating, only just eating 2 times? Yes, what you do is in between, you're not taking any chocolate or cake or piece of pie or peanut or anything that people are giving or snack or anything like that. Piece of fruit, nothing you are eating. Eating is only 2 times a day. In between, you are allowed to drink like a herbal tea or a black coffee, water. That's it. If at all required, you can drink lemon water, but make sure that it's a pure lemon water. The fiber things, zinc or whatever we call, don't put anything off. Say if needed, squeeze the lemon, but filter the water and drink. Right? 2 times a day. You got it, right? Next one. What is this no diet plan? Next one is eat when you're hungry. So most people say see food diet. That means you see the food and you start eating. So you stop doing that. Eat just when you're hungry and you're eating 2 times a day, right? Throughout the day, you're drinking enough water, at least 8 cups a day. The next is eat mindfully and stop eating when you're 80% full. Preferably eat with your hand. Take 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes time, a precious time. Keep aside for eating the food. Eat very happily. Enjoy the moment. Do not talk on the phone. Say something, do something, work on the computer, watch TV. Take time. Be yourself. Enjoy the food. And preferably eat with your hand. When you're eating with your hand, usually the hand and mind, the body and the coordination, everything takes about 15 to 20 minutes to signal that, hey, you are getting closer to the food. So when you're eating, it's very easy and you recognize. The moment you recognize that you're almost getting to full, stop it. And do this program for 4 weeks in a row. And you see yourself the difference, and you definitely start losing weight and getting much energy, and better things are happening. And in a week or 10 days, people around you, they start observing you. Hey, what are you doing, man? your face is glowing and day by day you're getting younger. Yes, it is possible, right? The last step is, of course, we're talking along the way, the drinking enough water. At least 8 cups a day water is important. Place it in such a way that every 1 hour, 2 hours you're drinking this. And if you want, you can warm this water a little bit and drink. But we wish you happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Wishing you a very healthy life. With that, thank you. Please like us, share us. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe to us and share with others and make this BhaaviTaram video channel bigger, better, and more popular so that we can keep doing and sharing much more information that is useful for you.